David Toller here with Supplemental Seminary, and in this episode I'm going to show you how I design all my graphics and logos and banners for my YouTube page, for my Facebook page, for my church website, the 10 websites that I have and maintain on WordPress, to create all the graphics for the banners and so forth, and to do it absolutely free. And even if you want to share some things on Instagram or Facebook, you can go on this free resource. The one I use, I'm going to show you on the screen right now, is called Canva, Canva.com. And I want to show you all the designs that I've been able to make over this. I have here a thumbnail. I'm going to recreate this one in this video as an example. And then you can see down here with our Bible college and thumbnails for our church, banners for my YouTube page I haven't updated yet, other slides, thumbnails, banners, graphics, logos, you name it, can be designed all on here on Canva.com. So a free resource, and I have used this for about a year now. And I've used it. It's very easy to use. I've upgraded to the Pro version just so I can get a couple other graphics to add in here. You can see some logos I've created for missionaries and even for my own website for churches. All right, right here, more churches. And you see other banners for websites and revival meetings, more missionaries, Bible college, and then here for my YouTube banners. And on down the line, you get the idea. Buttons. Here's one I made for the phone, for the lock screen. And you can see other ones here as we're scrolling down for my podcast and quotes and so forth, all the way down to where I first began here, even for a realty company. I designed a website and a logo for them that is displayed throughout the community for advertising. As we're looking on down here, more designs for churches. So you get the idea. As I'm scrolling down, you can see I learned as I went along. I started out somewhere. In fact, I started right here and just kept learning more about it, moving on up and getting better all the time. So I'm going to scroll all the way back up. And what I want to help you with today is I'm going to use this one as an example because I need to move this one around anyway, because I realized when I made this as a YouTube thumbnail that right over here on the right-hand side, I cannot have text because there's the time marker there. So I'm going to go in here, click on it, and let's work on this one together. I'm going to move some things around. The first thing you want to do is go up to resize. And you can choose here. You can type in, I've already got it, but YouTube, thumbnail, I've already got that chosen anyway. But go in there, they're already pre-populated as far as to create your canvas. So we see that a YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720. That's already been determined. I don't need to do anything with that right now. Now, as I look back on my background, I can double click on that. What I've used anymore, I just really like orange for some reason. But that can be, you got some uploads that you can have. You can bring in, like a StreamYard logo that's transparent, that type of thing. Or other elements you'd like to upload, maybe your logo, what have you. All right, let me take that off of there. Then you got photos that you can choose from. You can pick things. Right now it's got some things for Labor Day, some nice flags. Those are good backgrounds, like right there, that you could use. All right, 4th of July, fireworks, you name it, it's on here. You just have to search for it and find what you can use. You got different elements that we're going to probably use here in a minute also. Stickers, charts, graphs, grids, symbols, you name it. Also have text that you can add in here, also videos. But for the sake of this example, let's keep it simple. Maybe take that StreamYard off, back up a little bit here, take the logos off. All right, let's move this around just a little bit. What I need to do is, again, over here on the bottom right-hand side, I cannot have text here. It's going to be use it as a YouTube thumbnail, it will cut that off. So what I'm going to do is move all my text to the left and then these images to the right-hand side. And what you can do is just click on them, move them around. This is one that I found is a transparent publisher logo that I uploaded, transparent so that you can see the orange behind it. You know, make it smaller, make it larger, move it around. I can rotate it here, turn it sideways, 180, I guess 360 degrees, right? All right, so I'm gonna bring all those over here. I got my computer because I'm trying to show through my thumbnail what I'm trying to do. I'll move those over here for the moment. Now with my text, I have a text box here. I can move that around. I can change the color. I can change the font, the size, whether it's centered, italicized, underlined. Here's another one you need to be familiar with is the positioning. This position button, I can go backwards, which will place, let me go again, forward for the logo. Maybe if I want to put this logo, see it's behind this logo in front of it. If I want to go to position, go to forward, it will put it over top. If I click on this one, go to position, put it backward, it will be over to the top. That's one you need to get familiar with, as well as the transparency. I can choose something. I can make it transparent by bringing that down, and sometimes that can be helpful, and bringing it back up. So let me bring this back over here just to get it out of the way and put it on the side of the canvas. I'm still going to keep the orange in the background. Of course, I could change the colors to whatever I like, or I could put a picture. There's a lot you can do, but I'm just going to stay with what I had, which was maybe this or that, or I can just go back and hit backspace because I can't remember which color. Oh yeah, orange. There we go. All right. Now what I'm going to do is resize this and bring it over about halfway, and that will, I can get a line right. You see that line that develops? That's showing where the half point is. So I can use that, and I can grab it. Let me click off of it. So I want to be able to move it up, and then I want to be able to resize this, bring it over until I see the red line again. If it shows it, there it is. And I can bring this up, which I could combine them. It really doesn't matter. Just kind of, the hard part is not so much finding the text and how to do it, is more of the graphic side for me of being able to know exactly what I'm designing. So what I'm trying to show on this thumbnail to get people's attention to watch my YouTube video is how to take and upload a church bulletin made through Publisher to the website. So you see I have this like going to the cloud. So what needs to happen is Publisher needs to be down here, and then the upload, and then the computer. Now I found these over here. You go to pictures or elements, you can type in, you know, laptop, and you're going to have all these different choices you can choose from. Some of them are free. If you have the pro version, you're going to have an example. You know, you can add another laptop there, or a different design, whatever looks good to you. So you have choices. And some of them, like the one I just had up there, you can change different colors like that, which that'd be a terrible color for that one. But even the inside, I could change it to orange, you know, and kind of match. All right. Well, let's stay with what we have right now. I need to make these a little smaller for the time being to make this work. And I may have to turn these a little bit for the sake of designing. All right. And make the computer larger, because the thumbnail is going to be very small. And here is maybe where I can position it and put it forward a couple times, and that way it puts it over the computer. And this is more the hard part, is just finding out what works for you and what looks good. I thought what I had before looked pretty good. And this may be something I'm able to do something about like that. Okay. So you have upload church bulletin to the website. I may have to do something with the text. Let's see, upload church bulletin. Maybe just take out church to website. And what we could do is just add in this text box, make it easier, to website. And then this other text box, I can just delete that. All right, that's looking a little better. Let's see, let's move it. And see, now I'm getting these lines that are showing it where it's centered and so forth. And it seems like I can make that larger now. Let's go for 85. Okay, there we go. Now let's move this one around a little bit. This is the tricky part because I know down here that's going to be blocked. Try to find something that looks halfway decent. And we can change this different ways. We may could put it like that and bring publisher up here. See, it's a lot of trying to figure out what is best. Maybe something like this, perhaps. We may could turn this a little bit and just see what it looks like. Kind of got an empty space here, though. And with the text, I don't know if I mentioned it, but you can change the colors on that. It even gives you, photo colors that you could use and kind of play around with those. The white seems to look pretty good. And then the green seems to match. Either one of those I think would work for this one. The challenge now is getting all this in here. Probably something else I can do. Let me move this back because this really needs to be going straight up. We could make this smaller, the computer. Bring it out to about right there. Then this. Then publisher. And fill it more with the text, perhaps. We just keep moving things around, not be afraid to mess up, and see what looks, the best visually, what you think to your, because what we're trying to do is catch people's eye to watch the video to the best of our ability. And that is not easy in itself. These seem to be going out of the borders. I can do a position and bring that forward, and then that way I can bring that down. Now we may be getting somewhere. So you can see it's just a matter of give and take. Then I could come over here and make this much larger. Let's see what happens if I make it 100. We're not afraid to kind of blow it out of the borders here. That's going to be too much. Let's try 90. And now that I have this extra space, I can just keep bringing this over until it fits. Now that's not bad. Let's see what it looks like on your screen. Okay. Bring it over here. All right. Like I said, you can play around with it a little bit. Make this white, make this green. Try to use some colors that are already in here. That seems to convey what I'm trying to do, although this part seems a little crushed in here to me. So I can make that a little smaller, bring it up. All right, maybe we could try that. Kind of center a little more. All right, I'm going to try that right now. You can get the idea. I mean, I could sit here all day and work on this, but I want to give you a good idea of how to just move some things around, and I could play with the colors. I could do a lot. I mean, the sky is the limit as far as what you're able to do. And then it may be that you use it and you don't like it. You can save it and go back as a project. Okay. So let me show you how to do that. Go up here to this box, and I'm going to save it as publisher, bulletin, website. Just give it a code name. And then I'm going to go over here to download. And you got these different options you can have. You can link a Facebook page. I'm not sure if that is found in the free version, but I'm just going to go over here to download. And I want to choose, you got JPEG, you got PDF, or even I see they're doing MP4 video and GIFs right now. But what I'm going to do is I want the PNG file, which is going to be the best when hopefully that's in the free version. PNG, I can reduce the quality, the size of it. I can compress it. I don't want to do that, and I'm going to download it. And then once I'm done, I have the finished product. I can go over here and hit Save As, and then I want to put it in my supplemental seminary website folder. this will work. I save a copy of it, and now I have it. Plus, if I don't like it later, go back to home, and then I go to all your designs, and you can see this was my old one, but if I click on it, it's probably going to show the new one right there. So that way you can go in and create your own designs, go in here and toy around with it a little bit, get familiar with it and learn more about it, and you'll get better and better as time goes on. And of course, in the future, if you need any help, be sure to reach out to me. In the meantime, this is David Toller with Supplemental Seminary. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And reach out to me in the comments. Let me know how I can help you with future related content when it comes to church technology, practical advice, and so forth. And we'll see you in the next video.